my name is CeCE Tan, and I'm the owner of Virtus VA. And we have here Casey Thompson, who would be providing us, of course, an interview. Thank you so much, Casey, for doing this. So I'd let you introduce yourself first. Tell us what you do, what market you're in, or what exactly you're doing in terms of real estate. Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm Casey Thompson. My husband and I have a small investment company, but we are beginning to expand a little bit from there, only since we brought Virtus on and helping us get viable leads outside of the two counties we're used to investing in.
I believe that you have been in the real estate industry for quite some time. I guess I'm just curious, what are your favorite things in real estate? I believe a lot of people in real estate would want to hear that.
Yeah, for sure. So my husband was the first to get into real estate. He had an interest, that dates back probably 20, 25 years ago. And he got some advice from his insurance agent, of all people. And his insurance agent told him, as long as you're working for wages, you're never going to be financially independent. And his agent was actually an owner of some residential properties. Kevin started asking him a lot of different questions, and so he developed an interest and sought out a couple of small opportunities, because when you're just getting started, you don't have a whole lot of capital to invest. So our oldest rental, he has owned for over 20 years. And so he just steadily built a portfolio, just this kind of a side gig through the years. And we both had W-2 jobs. I have since resigned from mine back in 2013. And he still works because he likes his job a lot. He likes what he does on a day-to-day basis. And then now I'm primarily just focusing on real estate. So all of the properties we acquired to begin with were strictly rentals. And so we have a portfolio of about 25 doors, 21 properties, because we have some duplexes peppered in there. We have that currently. And so we're trying to look at some other options like wholesaling. And we've done a lot of flips also through the years.
They focus more on how much they can get from this deal rather than being able to actually know about how you can actually help these people. And I've seen people that's been doing this for a long time that are very, very successful. As mentioned, Angie, she's one. I've seen how successful she is in terms of wholesaling deals, or even just other deals like fix and flip and all that stuff. I've seen her really successful. It's because of the kind of relationship that she's building with people, and that's what's really more important at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm actually happy to really have this kind of conversation, because for me, relationship is everything. So it doesn't matter how much you earn in terms of connecting to people. What made our service stand out, I guess, from any other VA companies? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think I probably asked you this before, but did you guys ever use a VA company before? How is it different from any other?
We had used one VA company prior to this, and honestly, it was just, okay, here's your cold caller, pull a list, and they started calling. And I had zero results from them. The difference is with Virtus, you went out and hired someone who you knew would be a good fit for your company and who would serve your clients well. And Aiko, who I'm working with, is just tremendously helpful in so many ways. I appreciate the reminders. We have our pipeline that we work through, and she is so good about sifting through the details. And I got to tell you, the leads that she sends me absolutely are the people I need to be talking to. It's not just random stuff just to meet a quota or a number that she's kicking over to me. These are the people who have a serious interest in selling their property. Now, we don't always come to a deal, but I tell you, my realtor contact is very happy with me because I've sent a lot of people over to her. As many realtors as there are, it's amazing how many people don't have a realtor contact already. But nonetheless, I think that's really what has allowed my business to take off, because I'm kind of a one-stop shop. I do everything from our regular operations to acquisitions, dispositions, all of it. And with Aiko's help, I'm able to just talk to the people who I need to be talking to and still manage everything else with the rentals and everything that goes along with our business.
Yeah, I'm so glad to actually hear that. And one thing that I guess for everyone that's listening, I guess it's important, like what you have mentioned, make sure that you're a one-stop shop. You may be wholesaling, but it's important that if you're actually talking to someone, you'd have to make sure that you do have other exit strategies, because if you talk to people and then you just end up saying, hey, I want to sell or I want to buy your property, that might not be the best fit solution for them. It could be just you sending them over to a contractor. It could be you just sending them over to a realtor, or just basically telling them things that might help them. So yeah, I guess
that's right.
I guess what we can provide to other people as a tip to be successful in this. But like I've mentioned, or I promise, it wouldn't take so long. So you have mentioned about Aiko. I'm just so happy to hear that. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell Aiko? I have like one last question. Maybe what would you like to tell Aiko so far? She's been your VA for quite some time, and happy to hear that you're happy with her. What would you tell her, and what would you also tell someone who's actually thinking about signing up with us?
Well, to Aiko, I would say I'm just so grateful for the attention and the dedication you have to our business. It's not just sending statistics over every day, like, oh, we sent this many text messages out or this much response. She truly, and I go back and listen to her conversations with a lot of our clients, and they're spot on. She knows exactly how to steer the conversation. She knows exactly how to interact with these people. And I'm just grateful for it, because it saves me just so much time and headache. And I appreciate too how delicate she is with a lot of the clients, because, all right, first of all, housing is a very personal thing. And a lot of the clients we talk to are in not an unfavorable situation with their current housing, and she understands that, and so she is so personable, not just to me but to the clients as well. To those considering joining Virtus or signing up for your service, like you told me in the beginning, give us 3 months, because it takes a while to build the pipeline and to talk to enough people. I would absolutely, give yourself 3 months and just see what comes of it. I think you'll be exceedingly pleased. You have high quality VAs on your staff, and it's been my experience just inside of 2 months. We have our weekly meetings, and Andy and Aiko ask me for feedback about the leads that she's kicking over to me. And they're not just looking for a pat on the back. They sincerely want information about, are you talking to the right people? What can we do differently? And I haven't really had to get much feedback about what to do differently, simply because they're well trained. They're not just checking check boxes. They are sincerely dedicated to finding leads and growing my business alongside me. For that, I'm very grateful.
Thank you so much, Casey. That's making me cry. Not just kidding. But I think one thing I'm proud about our people is that, we treat everybody not as our VA, but we actually treat them as family. Like, we're one big happy family in here. And these people that mostly that we're actually working with, they're really dedicated. They're really thankful just to be able to get to work from home. So the dedication is there. And for me, it's not just really all about skills. At the end of the day, I have hired people that don't have skills at all, but have the right attitude, and still was able to do what they're supposed to do, rather than someone that is super skilled and then at the end of the day they're not motivated, or somehow there is an attitude problem. I would rather just hire someone without experience, if that is the case, because again, to me, character and your values in life is actually what matters most. I think how we have been filtering people, like out of 100 applicants, we would be down to 6 people. Up until from 6, we train them, and then it would be down to like 50%. So it's really delicate for us to go ahead and kind of select that. But yeah, I really, really appreciate this 100%.
Yes.
I'm actually excited to share this with other people. And again, thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your growing company. And I really hope and pray that we both grow together. More properties to come, 25 properties additional, or 100 properties. Like with Angie, we've been with her for almost a year, and so far we're good. So.
And she's knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, she's walking in the park she's nailing it.
She's doing so good. She's like I want to be like Angie. She's when I met her in person the first time, I'm like,
doesn't believe herself that she's doing good, but she's doing really good.
Amazing.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate this. And I will also share with you the video if you don't look good. But I can say 101% that you look pretty in this video.
Well, thank you. And you do too, CeCe. I appreciate the opportunity to sit down with you and talk.
All right. Thank you, Casey.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.